Hi everyone, I've made a Cantonese video about shopping for electronic components in Hong Kong. So today I'll show you the same video but in English. And I'll add some geographical information about Hong Kong. So this is Hong Kong. We have three main parts: the Lantau Island on the bottom left, and the Hong Kong Islands and the right, and also a big piece of land called the Kowloon Peninsula on the top that connects with the mainland China. The video that I'm going to share with you is about a place called Sham Shui Po on the Hong Kong Peninsula. That is the top piece of land. And for this Sham Shui Po, there's a special street called the Apliu Street. In the Apliu Street, there are two shops. The first one is called Welfare Electronic Store. The second one is called Wo Heng Radio Company. If you have a chance to travel to Hong Kong, you can ride the subway to the Sham Shui Po station, exit A2, and then walk towards Welfare Company. There's a green wall there showing the Chinese name of Welfare, so you can walk towards that green wall. Apliu Street initially started as the market for electronic components, but more recently those electronic component shops have been replaced by the smartphone shops. All kind of smartphones, case, smartphones, battery, smartphones, trade-in for old phones and replace with new phones. And also there's some wireless walkie-talkie stores. Here we are at the Welfare Electronic Store. We go up one stair to look at the components. So there's a self-helping area where you can choose your own components, from integrated circuits to cables. The thing I want to buy is the piezoelectric buzzer, so we can use it to mix our crystal earphone. There are different types, big and small, different type of outputs. The dB values doesn't matter with us because we're not using the amplification inside the circuit. We're going to just use this type of buzzer with a hole at the middle to form our crystal earphone. Now this type of buzzer with a hole in the middle is what we need to get. It's small enough and yet produce a good sound. This one is too big. You need a very loud crystal radio to drive it. Don't buy this type because it has too much opening. You won't be able to centralize the sounds in one hole, so you can channel that to your ear. Now this one is what we need. I've tested all the types of buzzers and find this one producing the best sound quality and highest output. If you're making the 3DQ most FET radio, you also need this 4700 PF capacitor to smooth out the audio signal and make it more efficient. This type of smaller capacitors, 6 PF, 5 PF, is good for the other FM radio that I have shared a video with you. Unfortunately, I'm not able to find other type of crystal radio components. The only one I can find is this 1N60, which is one of the germanium diodes that we can use for crystal radio. There are also some small boxes, chassis, or case that you can buy to house your crystal radio. You can buy the plastic ones. The ones with the bottom sealed up with a piece of metal may be good for FM radio. The other shop in Apliu Street that I want to show you is the Wo Heng Electronic Company. So you can exit from C2 of this Sham Shui Po subway station and walk towards this way to go to the Wo Heng Electronic Company. Don't go there on weekdays between 1 to 2 p.m. because they shut down for lunch, so you will be not able to go in. So they sell a lot of standard electronic tools meters, things like that. And let's get inside. A lot of buttons, connectors, clips, LED, different type of transistors, capacitor. But not all the components can be found. Different values. There's much less variety than the welfare one that we just visited. So you can also buy this type of small boxes for your crystal radio. I also bought some perf boards to make my own crystal radio. Next, I went to this shop to buy some headphone jacks, and headphone connectors.
咁俾佢啊！呢個掣啊，我唔知你哋擺喺邊啊。
Here are the headphone jacks that I need, and also the connectors. They're 3.5mm stereo type, so we can use it to connect to our crystal radio.
預備咗一個好犀利嘅殺手鐧。呢個殺手鐧你一聽咧，你會即刻咧當寸大亂啊！我遇咗你嘅偶像，欣妮姐姐。欣妮姐姐點解有啲咁得意嘅錄音嘅？係咪好勁咧？雖然你碟好舊，但係佢。
I also went to this other shop to check if there are other type of piezoelectric buzzer that will be much better. This one is not that good. I tested it that it is much softer than the one I showed you before in the other shop. To buy the magnet wire that I use to connect the circuits or to make my own coil, we travel to the other part of Sham Shui Po where they sell a lot of DIY kits to make your own necklace or ear rings, all these things. So there's one particular shop called New Universe Company where they sell the magnet wires for you to make your own necklace. I usually look for the 0.5mm ones, which is thick enough to be used as connectors. And there are some silver ones. Don't buy those because those are not insulated. They're just aluminum wires. So try to buy the red one, green one, or even golden ones. Hope you liked my video. To support me, please click subscribe. And I'm trying to go over 1,000 subscribers. If you know of friends who will be interested in this type of video, please send it to them so they can also subscribe. Next, I'm going to share with you a similar video for my shopping of components in Taipei, Taiwan. Stay tuned. Thank you.